What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your daily dose of Heroes of the Storm. My name is Serendef, and today we are playing a hero that I haven't done a video on in some time. Today, we are playing Lily. Let's get into a game. Alright, today we find ourselves back in Blackheart's Bay. My team, Vala, Leoric, Lily, Zagara, Jaina, enemy team, Malfurion, Murky, Zagara, Kerrigan, Leoric. Okay, let's kill it. Let's kill it. Oh, I forgot to set my mount. Curses. Okay. So, let's talk Lily for a second. Lily is considered to be one of the worst healers in the game, and that's for one very specific reason. We're actually going to be taking Timeless Creature for our first talent here, and this is going to work into what I'm talking about, where Lily, she lacks in a certain area, and that is healing the right targets at the right time. Alright, so what I mean by that is Lily actually cannot target her heal. Instead, she heals whoever is the lowest health ally in the radius there. So, let's say that your tank is taking most of the damage. Well, you can't heal your tank, unfortunately. You are stuck doing pretty much the healing that it provides for you. And Lily has a lot of abilities like that. For example, her Blinding Wind, that you can't actually target that on somebody. It just does what it wants to do. But with the build I'm going to show you guys get a little bit of extra control with Lily. So, let's talk about my abilities really fast. Q is called Healing Brew. You chuck this bad boy out there, and basically you heal the lowest health person within that radius. Can't target it, it just does what it does. W is called Cloud Serpent. Basically what happens is you toss this thing on an allied hero, and that allied hero is going to, the dragon is going to attack people in the radius, in range. There we go. Just going to keep popping our Q. Once again, we have no real control over who we're healing. We're just trying to keep everyone as topped off as possible, spamming our Q when we can. Alright. Last but not least, my E is called Blinding Wind. Now what this ability does is you toss this out and it hits two targets, dealing some damage. It does do damage, and it blinds them for, I believe it's 2 seconds, and they miss all auto attacks within those 2 seconds. Now, this is when Lily's healing gets a little bit better, because with our Cloud Serpent, whenever the Cloud Serpent actually deals damage and attacks somebody, it is going to heal that person. So we're going to toss it ourselves, and it's just going to attack away, and we're going to get some healing out. This gives you a little bit more on-demand healing. Lets you heal. There we go. Nice. It'll let you target a heal now. Now the heal isn't super strong, but it will help you out in the long run. I'm going to rotate down. Toss on our tank. The enemy has turned in 7 coins. We need to get into the coin game. Now again, we're just gonna keep our team up. And last but not least, I haven't mentioned the trait yet. The trait is called Fast Feet. Basically, whenever we take damage, we're going to gain 10% movement speed for 1 second. Alright, we got the fort. That's good. Well, we got treasure here. Okay, this talent here, we are taking the good stuff. Our Q is going to apply a hot to the target, as well as the initial healing. Come up here, hopefully help out. Give her some of that, some of that. So we got the increased duration on the... I'm coming down. We got the increased duration on the serpent, and we got the healing on the serpent. So that's kind of going to give it... That's going to give us a bit more... Pop that on him. We need help, team! We need help! Toss the serpent on her. I'm going to turn my 3 coins in. Kerrigan is coming down. She's going to see this, and she's not going to do anything. Okay, cool. I am okay with that. Just going to range, zone them out. Alright. We got our coins turned in. We are ahead on experience. We need to... We're going to help our team out here. Blind those 2 guys. So, like I was saying earlier, Lily, she is a relatively weak healer, but you can compensate. You can compensate with some of her talents. And the only thing that really makes her weak is the fact that she cannot target her heals. That's really what it comes down to. Her healing is actually very strong. It's just, well, she can't target. So, there's that. Alright, the enemy is pushing in hard. That's going to be a turn in for us. I'm going to come up here and deal with this Murky. Yeah. Take that. Give him the... Okay, so this time here we're taking Jug of 1,000 Cups. Now what this does is actually a lot of burst healing on a single target. As long as they stand within a radius. But keep this in mind, you can be stunned out of the ability. So just remember that. Just remember that. Val is going in deep. Heal her up. It's a significant amount of burst healing. Okay. I'm going to come down here and help these guys turn in. We have 9 coins right now. Yeah, 9 coins. Alright, Gina's doing alright in the bottom lane. She's taking some damage. Alright, we do have 10. We do have 10. Just keeping my eyes peeled. Gina could probably use some help bottom lane. Coming, Gina. I'm coming. Give her the dragon. Get her topped off. Okay, they just used their vision on us. Oh no. Okay. Okay, using jugs, keep him topped off. As you can see, it is only hitting one target. Okay, we are running. Okay, at this talent tier, you have a few options you can go with. You can go with something like Shrink Ray if you wanted to. You can go with Hindering Winds, which slows targets whenever you hit them with the Blinding Wind. Or you could go with Surging Winds, which increases, basically gives you ability power. Okay. Okay. Sure. I don't know what he was doing. No clue. None. We are actually going to be going with Hindering Winds. Our Blinding Wind is going to be slowing people. Now, the reason I'm not going for the ability boost one is because if you went with something like the one where the winds hit 4 people instead of 2, I would highly recommend that then. That on Jaina. But since we're only hitting 2 people, we're not going to get that much of an ability boost, so it's not exactly worth it. Keep healing people. Don't stand the pufferfish! Don't stand the pufferfish! What is Leoric doing? Not our Leoric. Our Leoric is doing fine. Their Leoric. Alright, I'm going to heal myself. Alright, it's time to jugs. Keep everyone topped off. Getting close, keep the healing going, keep Jaina topped off since she's really close into there. I think we might be able to end this. It's really early. Might be time to back out. I don't know. No. We got this. We totally got this. Put that on him. Alright, that is GG. Alright, that is a very, very quick game. Very, very quick game. A little unexpectedly quick. I'm going to go over the last few talents that you could choose with this talent build to sort of round things off then, since this was such a short game. As you can see, Lily does have the potential to keep a lot of people alive. So she's not... She gets a bad rap. She gets a very, very bad rap. I'm just going to go over the talent build really fast, but she's not as bad as he will make her seem. So, at the first talent tier, you take Timeless Creature, increases the duration of Cloud Serpent by 50%. The reason you take this is because you want it to last longer when you put Mending Serpent on them. So that way the dragon, whenever, you have to remember, it's whenever the dragon deals damage, not whenever the people deal damage. So that's the key right there. At 7, you take the good stuff. It gives the Healing Brew an additional heal on top of the burst healing that it does. At 10, you take Jug of 1,000 Cups. Now remember, this is only one person, and it prioritizes. Okay, the hero with the lowest health, I believe, as well. At 13, you have multiple choices you can take. If there's somebody like an Illidan on the enemy team or a Butcher, you take Shrink Ray. You can take Hindering Winds, which slows targets whenever you hit them with the Blinding Winds. At 16, I personally prefer to go for the 2-for-1, just because you heal, instead of healing one person, you now heal 2 people with a slightly longer cooldown, 1.5 seconds on the Healing Brew. So it gives you even more healing on top of the serpents and everything else. Another route you go is you take Serpent Sidekick, which gives you a serpent and an ally serpent. So you toss it on an ally, and then it gives you one as well. Personally, I prefer 2-for-1, or if there's a lot of lockdown, you can take Herbal Cleanse. And then at 20, you have kind of 2 choices here. You can go with Kung Fu Hustle, which ability to recharge 2.5 times faster while Fast Feet is active. So Fast Feet is the trait whenever you take damage. Fast Feet activates, so Kung Fu Hustle, your cooldowns will be reduced significantly. Or you can go Jug of 1,000,000 Cups. Basically, Jug heals 2 targets at the same time. So a lot of burst healing then. Personally, with this build, I prefer Kung Fu Hustle, just so you can get more serpents out there since they last longer, and it's even more healing. But yeah, Lily gets a very bad rap for being a pretty poor healer. Mainly what it comes down to is you just can't target with your Q. The Q only prioritizes the lowest health heroes. So if somebody's running out of the fight and they're still within range, it'll prioritize them instead of the tank currently taking damage or whatever. But she's still a good healer. Do not get me wrong, she's still a good healer, especially in something like Quick Match. You can get a lot of great healing out of her, and you can really turn the tide of a battle with the Jug. So, That's going to be it for today, though. Thank you all very much for watching. I apologize for the rant at the end, or the ramble, whatever you want to call it. But that's going to be it. Until next time, I will catch you all later. You know, what is this thing sticking out of her backpack? It looks like a yoga mat or something like that. I mean, it's not the bedroll, because that's right there. What is that? It's too thick to be paper. And it's got some, like, weird design on it. It looks like leaves. Why would you go on an adventure with a yoga mat?